All right, so let's go ahead and boot everything up here. Pop up this chat. There we go. Hold on, guys. 1 second. 1 second. Yikes. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. What is up, everyone in the chat? Let's see who's here today. Today's a good day. Today I actually looked up, let me move here. Today I actually looked up basically what everybody was saying on my unpopular opinions video, and some people were a little upset. Some people were just a tad bit upset, and I felt bad, but then I was like, you know, I kind of expected it. I mean, it wasn't like a ton of people. It was like maybe 3 or 4 people that I read in the comments, and I was just like, oh. But what is going on, guys? Anon is here. FIFA OG's here. Sam, what up, Sam? Like I said yesterday, Sam and me were working on a schedule for you guys, so we're gonna have that up, and I'll post that up so you guys know what games I'll be playing. It's still gonna be 10 a.m. and I'm still gonna be doing those night streams too, but I just wanted to have that schedule so you guys know what games are gonna be played on what day. So like maybe you don't want to watch Octopath, but you're like, when is he gonna play Octopath so I can avoid that stream? Oh, it's gonna be on Thursday. Okay, I won't watch Blaze on Thursday. That was a good ass stream. You talking about last night? Last night's stream was pretty cool. Let's see who else is here. Blair is here. Hi, Blair. Baka Karma's here. Baka, what's up? I'm surprised you're up this early. Rogue Hentai is here. Rose Diamond, what is going on? I'm surprised a lot of you guys are up for this early. I don't really see you guys up this early. Okay, I'll avoid Blaze on Thursday. Yo, do you like the picture I sent you, Blaze? Let's check it out. Because I was setting up the stream. Oh, that's dope. That is hecka dope. We're going to post. Yeah, that's super dope. We're going to post this up. This is perfect, Sam. All the schedules up perfectly. It looks nice. We got Truth Bullet sitting there. Chill stream with fans. Oh, this is going to be hype. This is going to be hype. This is going to be really hype. 1 p.m. early nibble. What? Oh, it's 1 p.m. for you, but for me, it's 10 a.m. It's 10 a.m. here. But morning, Blair. Is Octopath a good game? It is. It's a really good game. From how many hours have we played in that game? I think I've gotten like 8 hours into the game, and I haven't even gotten close to the meat of the game yet. Like literally, we're still getting all the characters. I think I have 2 more characters to get because I just got the merchant. But yeah, my God, that game has a lot of content in it. And once you get all of the characters, each character like branches off and has their own chapter. So you have like, what, like 16 chapters to beat. I still wake up between 6 to 8 a.m. Dang. I want to see. You want to see the thing? Oh, we're going to post it. We're going to post it. You got to let everyone see that. LOL, I'm so hyped. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to post it, but not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Probably next stream. Next stream. But I'll post the picture that he just made for it. For the schedule. All right. Let's go ahead and transition to the beautiful Phoenix Wright layout, because it is episode 14 today. We're back in the trials. We're back in the courtroom. I think this is the last episode for this case. I want to say, I think this is when we're finally going to get our verdict. Who is going to be guilty? Is it going to be my dude? I don't think, like, I was thinking it was Regina, but I was thinking to myself, like, no, I don't think so anymore. I really think it is the guy in the wheelchair. I think it's him. Acro and Bat. Guess I always miss them. I thought these Ace Attorney were videos, not streams for some reason. Oh, they're both. They're both. So they were starting off as just like videos, but then a lot of people were telling me like, hey, you could do this faster if you streamed them. And I was like, you got a point. So what I've done is I've streamed a bunch. So we streamed like a good, like maybe 4 episodes the last week. And I'm just gonna cut those up, cut out all the, you know, the random stuff that's going on and, you know, the technical difficulties, anything that was like really stupid, I'm gonna be cutting out and uploading those as videos for people that missed the actual stream. And, you know, I hate watching VODs personally. I'm not a big fan of watching VODs, and I know a lot of other people aren't a big fan of watching VODs. So I think it's a better way because I can just cut down the video and edit it and cut down all the, you know, nonsense that people don't want to see. Because I hate watching VODs. I'm gonna be honest with you. A 2-hour VOD I cannot watch, especially if someone's having like technical difficulties and all this is going on. I'm just like, cut this down, man. Like, you can edit. That's what editing is for. Cut it down. Get rid of it. Are you gonna play any Ace Attorney games outside the trilogy? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Like, I want to play the Professor Layton game. I want to play the Miles Edgeworth series, the Investigations. I don't know if that's technically out of the trilogy. Yeah, that is out of the trilogy. But I want to play all of the, I want to play Apollo Justice because a lot of people keep telling me Apollo Justice is really good. Spirit of Justice when we get there. Dual Destinies when we get there. We're going through the series. Forget the trilogy. We're going through the series. Can't put anything stupid, aka a 10-second vid. Oh yeah. FIFA, you saw that? I deleted that too. Yo, what I miss? Also, what did you think of Lelia's cover on Rivers in the Desert? Did you find the Omega Volwin thread on 99 Ways to Trigger Any Danganronpa fan? No, I didn't. Dude, oh my god, I told you to come back in this stream too. I fell asleep right after the last stream, guys. Like, I did that stream last night with SMT and I just fell asleep. I was like, I'm done. KO, knock out. It's hot outside. When it's hot outside, I get really drowsy and I get really I'm dizzy all the time. So I always sleep. I sleep a lot. I get very lethargic. And the Tribulations. Tribulations, everyone says, is the best game. Yeah, I KO'd. So let's go ahead and boot up all this stuff here. Do I have enough space on my hard drive for this? Volwin saying X's can't grow on every Weeby Persona video is a pretty good troll. Oh, yikes. Is he really doing that? That's kind of annoying. Has Weeby liked his comments when he does that? Out of curiosity? He probably hasn't seen them. That's kind of annoying though. It's a good troll, but it's rather annoying. Like, if he was doing that on my vids, I'd be kind of upset. All right, I think we're good. Audacity's looking good. This is all looking good. Let's turn the music off. Have the 3DS music up. By the way, I started playing that new SMT mobile game. I want to know if I want to stream that little game or not. Like, maybe do like a one-off stream or two-off stream where I play that little mobile game. If I can find my effective way to record my phone, because sadly I have an iPhone and iPhones aren't the greatest thing to record off of. It sounds like it's a good game though, from what I've seen online. No, we do not want this game full blast. That will hurt my ears. All right. Let me put these headphones on. You know, I noticed I have a big head. Every time I put these headphones on, I'm like, my head is huge. I like Volwin. I just didn't know he was I didn't know he was trolling though. I think it's funny, but I'm just curious to see, like, has anybody like Weeby's mods like deleted his comments or anything like that? Because that'd be kind of hilarious. I like Volwin as a person. Like, I've talked to him a lot. Nah, it's just your hair, Blaze. That's true. It's your hair that's big, not your hair, not your head, bruh. You got a point. Hey, Blaze, it's Hagakuri's birthday. Happy birthday to Hagakuri today. Oh, snap. I forgot my favorite character in Danganronpa's birthday is today, July 25th. What's up, Neptunia Monster? Welcome. On that note, it is time for some Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. We are going to be playing Justice for All. You guys already know what we're doing. We're going back into the case. We got to get back into court. We got to put this case to sleep, to rest, because I'm actually kind of tired of this case. I'm going to be honest. I feel like this was a better case than that last one, though. It was better than the Maya one. Happy birthday. Everybody's saying happy birthday, Blaze. It's not my birthday. It's Hagakuri's birthday. That's funny. December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. And happy birthday, Weed Man. Okay, are we good? Do you guys hear any static? I think we're good. Maybe? I feel like I hear static. Let's try this again. It sounded weird for a sec. Yeah, I heard that too. I was like, I hope that's not my headphones. Oh God. Okay, it's gone. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Good morning, Max.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties.
You don't seem like your usual sparkly self today.
I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it.
Teehee. What's that? Oh, Regina. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina!
How fabulous! My sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today?
Of course I did! Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end?
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties?
Huh?
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience.
Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best. There's something fake about her, though. I don't know. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to you. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to you, governor. Top of the morning? That's the ticket. Attack of the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm. But then again, worms lack higher brain function. Oh my God. You're not funny. Here, Max. I brought you a present. Have some milk.
Oh my. Thanks.
So how are you today, Wright? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. Oh, now I don't think Acro did it now. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you doing then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today, we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. Oh my god, this game is giving me stipulations again. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. It's giving me stipulations. Don't forget to hydrate with every fabulous and every pun. I'm gonna need it, Fifia. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with that reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes. That's why I brought her to court today.
What's that supposed to mean?
She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. What? Why would you? Huh? Why is he acting like this? If you don't believe in that, that's okay, but if other people believe in it, just leave it alone. Oh, heck nah. He's throwing his ideals on others? I don't like this clown. December 30th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. I thought he was a nice clown. Well, a sort of nice clown. I was going to try taking a shot of vodka for every bad joke Mo makes. I think I like life too much to do it. Hey Blaze, you know what you should have had put in your 99 ways to trigger any Danganronpa fan? You should have added, say that Nico B's reaction to Chiaki and Weeby's reaction to Kaide's death isn't sad. Oh, I should have. Yeah, because they both had pretty good reactions to it. Anyways, order now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Dang, she's right to the point. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Ms. Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Okay, yeah, we heard that yesterday. Order, order! I got a feeling something like this will come up. Due to this revision, we are not prepared to explain the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Poor Gumshoe. Poor Detective Gumshoe. Very well. Please call your witnesses stand. Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Blaze cross Nico B collab win. Hey, I'm always ready, Nico. Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Berry Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. Which is true. If you look at the map, you will see the eyewitness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. Alright, guys, we gotta remember, we have to rely solely on evidence here. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from the outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. I thought he was in the hospital. Your witness testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there's very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night.
Hold it!
Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. So many fools! A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Mr. Wright, we have a problem with the witness testimony. In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination. Alright guys, this is tough. A Von Karma, good way to start the day off. Agreed, Shadow Falcon. Also glad they're calling Acro by Acro, not his real name. Makes it easier to take this seriously. Yeah, same. Because if I hear Ken Dingling, I'm gonna laugh every time. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. Let's see what evidence do we have to present. First of all, let's go back. The bust, the note. This was placed by Acro in Regina's pocket on the morning of the crime. Leon, we got Russell's autopsy, the wooden box, the bust, circus map, Marine Master papers. Saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Acro must be lying about what he saw, right? Of course he is. Now the challenge will be to expose his lies in court. Well, put the pedal to the metal, Nick. Alright, don't worry, Maya. Don't you worry. So if he placed this in her pocket in the morning of the crime, he said it was just after 10 p.m. Yeah, so you can't kill me. It will make me miss the part of the stream. I guess I've got ways to go. Hey, just don't play a drinking game this time, bro, and you'll be all right. So if I press, will I automatically get hit with the ding? Will it actually like take off my health? Cause that kind of sucks. I want to try it just for the fuck of it, but then if I get my health down too low, I'll be screwed later on. Let's see. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? That's kind of weird. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Is there any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony. Huh. You know what? Let's say it. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given.
Objection!
If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Probably not. I was just curious. ringmaster's papers, circus map, the silk hat. We don't know anything about the robe. He said he couldn't see the white roses. I don't have anything, Judge. I'm sorry. But he's gonna ding me. He's gonna freaking ding me.
Take that!
What in the world is this, Mr. Wright? Ow! You just don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to get through this one with your usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again. Straight towards a guilty verdict. You were bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made in this court. Whoops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? With pleasure. Hey, it didn't ding me. Hey! I didn't lose any health. Wait, but the hat? He said he saw the hat, though. Didn't he? And he said it was silk, right? Wait, let's see. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I get what you mean, Blair. You're right. Go back. Go back. Go back. As soon as I saw the hat, like I had to think about it. I was like, what do you mean? And then I know what you're talking about because the hat was at the crime scene. So he couldn't have been wearing the hat. He couldn't have been wearing it.
Objection!
It was next to the body.
Take that!
Let's throw the hat at him. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. Ah, Blair's awesome. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, some man's on the desk, that you've been fibbing on the stand already, and we just started. Stun on him. If the hat was at the crime scene, how did he see it flying up with the cloak? Exactly. Why does Von Karma kind of sound like Kira Buckland? I think Kira could do a good voice acting for her. Order! Order!
Objection!
As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? He has a grudge against Max. Acro was dreaming, or Acro is the real culprit. I feel like saying he's the real culprit might be too soon. I don't think he was dreaming though. Let's go with the grudge against Max. Perhaps it is because Acro has a grudge against the defendant, which is why he's trying to frame Max. Ow! Why me? What did I do? Never get your fat head in the way of a whip bent on finding justice. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I have no interest in your silly little theories. He has a grudge against the defendant, huh? You wouldn't happen to have proof of that. Well, that's the thing. Mr. Wright, thank you, I got my head lashed by Miss my car and whip. I don't like getting hit for nothing, so how about you answer with an explanation? Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and I have to back it up. Was he really just dreaming? That's a weird dream. Mango Bomb, welcome to the stream. What's up? I mean, yikes. I guess I'll go with this one. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accusing Acro? What are you accusing him of? Obviously, We accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. What? Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. What? Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. I mean, I did kind of say I think he did kill him, but what? He is staying rather calm and collected. He's got burns around him. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's I'm sorry. I had to say it. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? Hi, Nyan. Welcome to the stream. What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of murder of all things? Oh my gosh, please, Valkarma, stop. See? Even a silver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick up the disabled, you heartless cruel man. Face is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well? I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Gakuri in the jury? He's a poopy head! Yeah, he did. He did have one. It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. You don't right. Not good, not good. This isn't going to end well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but will be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Very well. Let's continue. Who perchance would happen to be Acro's accomplice? Hey, the only person that I could think of is the monkey. Money the monkey could be helping. He is kind of, I know it's a pipe dream, but I want Phoenix in the next Smash. I said that too on Twitter. I really want to see him in a Smash game, but a lot of people shot me down and said that he would be weird or I want somebody else. But it has to be Money the Monkey. Let's go ahead and slap this in their face. Yo, all right. Uh-oh, this is suddenly looking very, very bad. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? Oh, did you hear that? Hear what? The sound of you getting caught in your own trap. What a splendid accomplice. I'm sure this accusation is built on a solid foundation. Foundation? Yes, Mr. Wright. Do you have any proof that this person you've accused was indeed an accomplice? Not really. What's something shiny? We already went through all of those ones. Damn it, they got me. They freaking got me. That sucks if you're complaining after all the hard work he poured into the console voice video. I don't think this is good, guys. I don't think this is good. Even Blair's like, abort, abort. I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think this is what they want to hear. I don't have anything to really counteract why Money the Monkey would be the actual accomplice here. Ragna, what's up? Welcome. Ace Attorney and Persona, or Ace Attorney and Danganronpa would work too. Yikes. I'm probably just gonna have to throw something out there. I'm gonna have to alley-oop it. I really felt like it would be Money the Monkey though. Because I mean, who else would help him? It's just like, how do you prove it? Sean Dingling, bit on the head 6 months ago by Leon. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna give up. I don't know, Judge. I don't know. Put me in jail. Miles Edward investigations of Hope's Peak. Let's back up and go to the other route. It's possible that he didn't have an accomplice. I feel like he had to. No, he had to have one. He had to. It has to be Money the Monkey. It's gotta be one of these right here. It's gotta be. I feel it, Blair. You know how like you think about things and like you feel that feeling that you can only feel, that feels really great. That's what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling it. It has to be Money the Monkey. It can't be anyone else. It can't be. I just don't know how to prove it. He's the only one. It boasts a small but strong lock. That's his good friend. That's all I know, Judge. Maybe he wasn't there. You have monkey hatred? Yes, I do. It's just, I need to prove it by showing them something shiny. That has to be it. The monkey already fucked with me before. Maybe the bust? Bronze statue taken from the cafeteria before the crime. Maybe the bust. The bust is shiny. The bust is very shiny. Let's do it. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Fuck. This piece of evidence is lacking a persuasive power. You didn't miss that sound, did you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Fuck you. You know, the sound of you receiving a penalty. Fuck you. Ah. What are you doing, Nick? I don't know anymore. He had to have. No, he had an accomplice. It was Money. I know that for a fact. Just present your bag. When in doubt, present the badge. Why do you hate the monkey? Because he stole my badge. Okay, screw it. When in doubt, present the badge. Attorney's badge. You don't say. Uh-oh, this is something looking very, very bad. So tell me you think you're going to get off easy. Wait, is that really it? What? You're what? I said the bad one's his accomplice. I said the Baz was his accomplice. Oh my gosh.
Take that.
There was no accomplice? How was there no accomplice? What? He did this all by himself? So he's been lying that he's in the wheelchair this whole time? Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. So wait, he didn't have an accomplice? He did this? So he's lying about him being in a wheelchair. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed the murder all by himself. What? Order! What the? Where are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. All right, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Handy capable? If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? That's alright. I reckon to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? He had to be here.
Take that.
He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room. Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there could be only one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? Oh. It's an interesting theory. I'm pointing my finger at you. You're supposed to be intimidated. That's it. Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. What? Mr. What now? Mr. Turtle, welcome to the stream. That's Mr. Dingling. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. As the witness stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? Yeah, but Mo's a freaking liar. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here. She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. I'm relying on us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. The real culprit is you. No alibi, no justice, no dream, and hope. It's time for you to pay for your crimes. Take that. I got this. What do you got, Blair? I'm curious. How do you got it? Do we have the evidence? Let's look at the court record. Maybe he used the bust? Maybe he used the bust to make it look like it, and he used like a rope and then like pulled it up, right? Good
present some evidence. The warden of Mr. Dingling used to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry. I'm just gonna go with the bust.
Take that!
What's that? Picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ah! Oh.
Are we back? Yikes. That's a big yikes. This is not good.
That's a big yikes.
See, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactico's ample bust. My voice is small. Guys, we might have just broken the 3DS. I think the 3DS is like broken. As in, like, the capture card inside of it is what I mean by it broke. Oof. I think it just pulled an Etika. That is very not good. At all. Yeah, like the Etika with Awakening. It got broke. Oops. All right, you can hear me now, right? We're good with the hearing? Ah, I hope. Yeah, I might have fucked that up a lot. Yikes. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, it just broke again. I knew it. It might be rest in peace. This thing lasted for 3 years too. That hurts. All right, let's try it. Let's see if it still screws up or not. I don't know. This might be a GG. What are we gonna do now, Blaze? We'll be all right. Order, order! You're saying the bus fell onto the Ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
Objection!
How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible.
Objection!
Well, Acro is an acrobat. You should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust.
Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges?
Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Whoa, what the freak? I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say?
Von Karma. He's just using this testimony as a rouse to stall for time.
Objection!
There's absolutely no need for such testimony.
Objection!
The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. No, we don't need that.
The defense's objection is overruled.
Can he see things my way once in a while?
Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
The witness will have no problem. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. A woman will sink to any low to win a case. Objection it up. Objection. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? Yeah? Maybe it was impossible for you to pull it back up?
I have no doubts in regards to the witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
Fuck. I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. Simply stalling. It's shameful, really. That's what you were doing. Can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. He seems more human trash than Nagito. Whoa. Yo, Von Karma's awesome, though. What kind of accent are you giving the Judge Blaze? It's more of just like a old man.
An old man style.
Alright, I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. No way I could have exerted that kind of force on my own lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head.
Hold it!
If all he had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. That's what I'm thinking. He would just need someone to pull it up. If all I had to do was drop it, you're right. I could have done that. However, there's no way that I could land a direct hit on the ringmaster's head.
So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright?
Acro is strong enough to lift up the bust. The main problem is how could he have aimed for the ringmaster's head? I wonder if he used some kind of tool to aim for the ringmaster. That's the ticket, Nick. Show them what you've got. I have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly with the case. I don't remember us finding any sort of tool. But maybe we overlooked something? What kind of tool could we have had? Because the only thing that I can think of now is the wooden box. Victim found inside the wooden box, the victim was hunched over. Maybe he used the wooden box? The acro even lift? He has to, he's an acrobat. Oh, can you show the crime scene photo? I have a theory. A game theory. Talk about this one? Yeah, you're talking about that one. Did he use the wooden box as like a X marks the spot? Like, did the ringmaster like hunch over to like pick up the box and that's when he dropped the bust on him? What is your game? I'm curious to see what our game theory is. What is your game theory? In Danganronpa 4, we need the SHSL drunk. Can that be me, please? I would love to be the SHSL drunk. Even though I don't drink that much, but it'd still be funny. Why does the ringmaster's back look like Eggman? I think he did. Nobody mentioned him carrying it. Exactly. That's why I'm thinking that he might have used that box. Let's try it. Only thing is, let's do this. Let's press this one. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bus, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there's no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this? If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bus.
That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow that Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Could I do it? Let's save, just in case. Because I don't want to do all that again. I'm thinking the wooden box, and I want to present it there. So the box was there already. Yeah, it seems like it. Let's present it. It only makes sense. Acro, you didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Objection! Oh, you're silly hinting at things this pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting.
Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright.
God damn it, Judge, you're never on my side. Maybe you should take a look at this. Ah, we were right. We were right. Brenda, welcome to the stream. The key point here is the wooden box.
Same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over.
The same. Question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime.
I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense.
The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answers to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean
the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box?
There would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No. Oh, yeah, acrobat. I think we found you out.
Order. It's unbelievable.
Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going. And there's only one way to go from here. Forward.
The next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene?
It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you. Mr. Phoenix, right? Ow, ow, ow! Don't murder me again. This should be illegal. The Ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It was the most peculiar feature. Not the contents of the box. It was probably the actual lock. I'm gonna say maybe the size of it. Hold on. Because it looked huge. Oh wait, it's the weight. It's the weight. It's the weight. The box has a remarkable weight. Wait. On a record record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required. Oh, I see. One would have to squat down, yup, then lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? So they'd have to go like this. That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool! Who are you calling a fool? I win. Why is he kissing birds and shit? What the fuck's going on? Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? Does he even care? He's so freaking composed. I've heard what you've had to say. Okay. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Yo, did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? The cafeteria? Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I cannot possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
Ah, that means...
You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? An accomplice! An accomplice! You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Ah! It's time. It is time, Blair. It is time. Why are you sad, Nyan? That was exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? Boy! One of MatPat's main editors committed suicide? Was that today? That's horrible. Dude, I swear, people don't understand. Cyberbullying is terrible. I'm pretty sure it was probably because of all the hate they've been getting. That's so stupid. Anyways, I don't want to rant about that right now. Money the Monkey has to be it.
Take that!
A monkey?
Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. I knew this monkey had to be it. I knew it. It's just the timing when we wanted to present it. Oh, look when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Yes!
Home?
Money lives in Acro's room.
Acro's room?
Objection!
Yes, Judge. But the bust was bronze. When wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny.
Objection!
Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. Yo, Phoenix, stop! He said maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and actually read the court record this time. My, those are some very nice cars he's holding, and they're all shiny. Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Acro. Mara, I agree with you, Mara. I so agree with you. Oh my gosh. I agree. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. He wasn't able to handle that himself. I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Ah, looks like you ain't looking for a new roommate now.
Order! I said order! It's for karma! Where's the bus in this question at this moment?
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak.
It's a rather strange turn of events. Let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bus. What would have happened then?
Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon.
Wait! You mean this bus was the murder weapon? Purely by accident?
It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Huh? Everyone protect Mara. Hashtag protect Mara. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Haha, I've slammed my hands on the desk. Namely that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Nah, I ain't no moron. I'm winning. Hold this L.
Mr. Wright's argument was so circular. I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water.
I need some water to drink, by the way.
There's no denying that. Ow!
Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? You should know. Would you stop whipping people? Forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ah! Wait, but no one has solid proof of that. There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony.
That's true. How you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you now.
I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this, and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? Huh? Did she really just ask me that? It was the bust. He dressed it up like Max. Is this a trick question? Should I just present Max just to make her happy? Even though in my mind I know it was the bust and he just dressed up the bust to look like Max. The badge. Oh my gosh. I want to just present the bus though. Do the bus? Let's try it. Saw Max's book. Ow! I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question.
Objection!
Yeah, see, I was like, that's a trick question. Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. I probably butchered that because I don't know French. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. Exactly.
How is that possible?
It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bus.
Objection!
What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak!
Objection!
No. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bus. It would be easy to hang one off of the cards in the bus hands. True. Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bus? Someone that's trying to commit a murder, obviously. Doesn't matter who would put it on the bus. Wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Put the cloak on the bus. Question is of the utmost importance to this case. Don't you agree? No, he caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bus? Hey. Who put the cloak on the bus? Oh, dude, it's gonna kill me if I get this wrong. What? It's gotta be Acro, though. Who else would do it?
Take that!
I wonder, Mr. Phoenix, right? Did the defendant wear his cloak the entire time he was at practice? So then how did this person get a hold of the cloak? Well, furthermore, how would this person have gotten the cloak onto the bus, I wonder? Oh my god, kill me. We were doing so good. And then that happened. Oh my god, Phoenix Wright. Take that L? That was a huge L. Oh, and I'm back here. Oh, this all hurts. This hurts. Fuck.
Objection!
That was a yikes.
Objection!
Maybe Max did put it on the bus by accident. Now we have to skip through all of this. Hey, at least there's a skip button. Or fast forward option. Where would we be without this? Hey, it gives me time to look at the chat. You still have the same health, Blaze? Yeah. That doesn't change. Blaze's thoughts. I'm gonna go cry in a corner hugging my Nanami body pillow eating ice cream. For real. That's what I want to do right now. Yeah, Max had to have done it by accident. I can tell you where I wouldn't be without the skip button. Here. Exactly. Dude, I don't even know if I would be here. I'd be like, alright guys, well, the stream ends. Money the Monkey.
Objection! Objection!
No, the Ringmaster was wearing Max's costume, remember? Oh, yeah. Alright, we should save right here. Let's save like here. This is a pretty good spot. That's an angry dingling. Alright. The bust again.
Take that!
Hey, Jay Sage, welcome to the stream. He's like, I have no idea what's going on right now. The badge? Why do you keep saying badge?
Objection!
Alright, we're getting close. We're definitely getting closer. I can see why people didn't like this case. It's not as bad as what people were saying, though. Alright, so who put the cloak on the bus? So, Blair was saying that it was the ringmaster. I think it was Russell. When in doubt, present the badge. It's kind of a running gag in the series, like step ladders. Okay. Let's say Russell Berry. Cool. Him? They're saying it was a victim himself? Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. I guess it is. Oh shit. He? I mean, the victim himself placed the cloak on the bus? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. And what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself.
Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this?
I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. I didn't just game over or anything. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright, so you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window, directly above the wooden box. Makes sense? At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night? Well, why? But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trila. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. I like magic. At the very instant that the bus hit the victim, in the fuck does that make any kind of sense? Who made this case? That was the stupidest shit I've ever seen. What? Oh. What? That was stupid. Oh my gosh. Okay. You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I hope she's as blown away as I was. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet. What? Are you guys kidding me right now? The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged it onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls the clown. But the picture doesn't really make any sense from what they showed. Okay. What's better is that this isn't even the worst case of Ace Attorney bullshit in the series. This is Ace Attorney BS. Now we have Ace Attorney BS and SMT BS. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bus. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bus being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. So I mean, I guess you could just say this murder was just luck. It was completely by chance. He kind of just went with the flow. I mean, if you were Acro and you saw that happen, you'd be like, oh shit, freak accident. I guess I'll just roll with it. And you just roll with it, I guess. So it was all by luck. So for me to be like, that is impossible for that to happen, is wrong. It's not impossible. It's just a really slim chance of that happening. And it happened to him. So it's just like, he rolled with it. He rolled with it and got lucky. Wow. And that is how the magical murder disappearing into the sky came to be. Yeah, he must have had some kind of four-leaf clover on him. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the only person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro. It could only have been you. And he's still, like, composed. Why?
Acro's been playing mind games with us, with all of us.
He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. I'm surprised he hasn't cracked yet. Usually people crack. So, what now? I'm thinking the same thing. Creates us with a rather long-winded tale. Who is more lucky, Acro or Nagito? But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Brighten up your day. Don't you feel it sometimes? Just need to run away.
Has stopped processing. Please give this moment to correct the issue. Would you like to present the crash report? Yes. What do you have to say? This was the super high school level bullshit. Nagito Komeda influenced this trial. Ha ha ha.
Nagito Komeda himself was in this trial. He caused the Ace Attorney bullshit to happen. Thank you so much, Sam, for the $1 donation. I had to pull that one up. I don't have the alerts on this one because yeah, it's just very distracting. It's distracting. But thank you so much, Sam, for the $1 donation. He's got a point. Evidence. I love voiceover Chan. I think it's funnier when the alert's not up. Like when nothing pops up on the screen and you just hear her come in. In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Over with the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Nick, they say they want evidence.
I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. There's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account.
Unusual?
Contradiction, actually.
Okay then, use that. Get out of this jam.
That's enough talking amongst ourselves. Proceed, Mr. White. There's some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled a trick to this medical case. Hard proof, huh? Why do I feel like we haven't used the note at all? To the murderer. You haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. This magical case is BS. That there weren't any footprints? That's true too. Let's go with what Nyan said, that there weren't any footprints. I'm guessing I have to show the crime scene photo. Oh, please, God, let this be the right thing. Oh, the hat. So he didn't see the hat on the bus then. I see what you mean now, Blair. So he didn't see the hat on the bus. He couldn't have seen the hat on the bus. Because what did the hat do? Like, did it just warp onto the bus head? Save, Blaze? Nah, screw saving. We're going in. We're going in. The hat. Let's get it. The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. Everyone's like, save the game. But I'm just like, we have to go with Blair's intuition. The silk hat was one. The white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool! Do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. Put my hands on the desk. However, remember what Mo said yesterday? He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bus. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see that silk hat. Well, sort of.
Objection!
So what? Fine, you've got one. But what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown was lying anyway. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away.
Can you do it, Nick?
Yep, of course. I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the incident when the cloak snagged onto the bust. Oh boy, I'm saving this. I think now we gotta go with Blaze's intuition and save it. Oh dear Lord. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bus, come on the desk, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bus. Ah! Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back of the bust. Huh? Order! Order! I don't get it. This is quite a shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads.
Let's do this, Nick. And maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel.
Yikes. Still kind of, now it's really BS. Like, at first I could kind of just, you know, make an excuse for the role, but the white roses too? Yikes.
Well, so much for that theory.
Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive? This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Oh, that's BS. Get out of that. That's BS. Get that out of here. Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. This is why the whole fan base hates this case, I think. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. I don't want to hear it. I don't care.
What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster.
Acro's motive. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will do the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. Court will now take a 10-minute recess. Recess it up.
To be continued.
Alright guys, we gotta take that 10-minute recess. I'll be right back. Let's talk about this. We'll discuss it. Because I need to hydrate. I need to get my water real quick. And then I'll come back and we'll talk about this. This case is crazy, dude. All right, so this case is weird. I don't know if it's the worst case, but I will have to say that, man, there's a lot of luck involved in this one. Take a shot every time they say ding-a-ling. To the monkey bars. Nagito lets his essence flow in this case. Seriously. We all know the swings are where it's at. Let me end that recording so we'll be ready for the next one. Bye, Neptunia. Thanks for coming to the stream. Or is... Oh no, Anon's leaving. Bye, Anon. Thanks for coming to the stream. I appreciate it. So when you guys played this, for the people in the chat that have played this, how did you feel about this case? Like, you personally, like, did you automatically say to yourself, like, this is the worst case ever? Or were you just like, oh, this is weird, I guess? This case is weird. No fucking dip. During SMT, I took a shot every time Blaze died. The chat made a Danganronpa joke / meme or laughed or cried during the Danganronpa 3 anime. I remember that. I threw the game at the wall? Did you really? Were you really that mad? Did any of you guys fail in this case? Like, while you were going through the whole court sections, did you fail at all? Was there any game overs? I always wonder that because I'm like, I game overed. But then when I watch Let's Plays, like, I watched Nico Beats Phoenix Wright, like his first Ace Attorney Let's Play. Did I watch it all the way through though? I think I watched about at least half of it. I don't remember if I saw him fail anything. But then again, like, does anybody show that they failed? I feel like people don't because they don't want to.
Boop, 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 boop.
Hey, Nathan Yumster has become one with true hope. Hey, go ahead and enjoy those emotes, my good sir. You have joined the Ultimates. I really appreciate the sponsorship by you. And I have seen you a few times in the streams, actually in a lot of the streams that we've done recently. So enjoy the streams, enjoy them, enjoy them. We'll be doing them a lot. And I will be having that schedule up for you guys. So all the people that are sponsoring, expect content, expect a lot of content. So you didn't sponsor for no reason. Thank you so much, Nathan. I really appreciate that. Enjoy the emotes. That was bullshit. I can see why the case was hated so much. Yeah, I don't know. Welcome to despair. I like this game. You know what? Even though everyone keeps saying this is the worst case, I liked this case more than the last one. Is that weird? And the last one didn't even feel like the worst case in the series. It just, I think, me personally, Rise from the Ashes, from what I've played in Ace Attorney so far, is the worst case. And I know a lot of people are like, but we saw Damon Gant, we saw this person, we saw that. And I'm just like, yeah, that was cool. Those were cool characters, but the case was so long and it was tedious. And I was just like, when is this case gonna end? And it's like you went to court so many times. It was like another game within a game. Because I was done with Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I was like, oh, I beat all the cases. Then somebody was like, no, you didn't. There's still another case at the end. You got to do the extra case that they added in the DS version. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and do this case. So I did the case and I was just like, are you serious? This thing is like another game. It was another like 15 episodes of a Let's Play. I was like, oh my gosh. You better like Bride to the Turnabout. Recipe for Turnabout is pretty bad. Case is pretty bad, but Storyteller is worse. I think I figured out the motive, but I need to hear Acro's story first. I mean, the only thing that I can think of why he would kill him is because of the whole thing between Regina and Bat. The whole thing that happened with the lion accident and all that. But that's all I could think of. I think it's just a revenge thing. That's it. I mean, you fuck with someone's family, they're gonna fuck with your family back. Especially if it was done on purpose, because it seemed like it was. I honestly think that the last case in Apollo Justice is a peak of Ace Attorney BS, but the ending was satisfying and directly affects Dual Destinies. Blaze is my thoughts exactly. Yeah, I haven't played Ace Attorney in so long, because it sounds like you won't like Bridge to the Turnabout. Is Bridge to the Turnabout very long? Thank you, Blaze. I agree. The only problem I had with this case was Mo. You don't like Mo? Rise from the Ashes was a mistake. I was like, they could have kept that out of the game. Like, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the first game, was so good that it didn't need Rise from the Ashes. I feel like Rise from the Ashes was like something that was just added on just to give people more content, to be like, hey, I know you're paying $50 for this game, so we'll give you another case on top of it. But I know it was originally a Game Boy Advance game, so they probably just wanted to give something to people for buying the DS version, since it was basically a remastered version of the game. And it used the DS's gimmicks, so that's another one. That feeling when you know exactly why it happened. Because you already played the cases and you don't want to spoil, so you keep your mouth shut. So do you know what's going on right now, Fifia? Like, did you know how to get through this case? So you saw me doing all these things wrong and you were just like quiet and not helping me at all? Where were the tips? Where was the guides? Hey, Ace Poster, welcome to the stream. It's the whole climax of the series. See, I don't think the remaster was the intended victim. I've seen too much Danganronpa to believe in easy answers. I agree with you on that, Blair. I've played way too much Danganronpa to know that, like, oh, if this person's suspected, usually it's not them. It's usually someone you least expect. That's why I thought it was the ventriloquist at first, but then it ended up not being him. It's been like 4 years, man. Damn. Oh man, I got a jet. It was nice seeing everyone and being back in the stream. I hope you all have a good day, and Blaze, don't rage too hard, okay? Bye bye, everyone. Bye, Mara. Thanks for coming to the stream. That's Nyan and Blair's job. You got a point. You got a point. All right. So let's go ahead and do this now that we're hydrated. Hey, make sure you guys stay hydrated and get up every once in a while. If you're out there playing video games all day, make sure to hydrate and stand up every, like, I don't know, hour and a half or so, 2 hours. Let's drink some water and then start it back up. That's some cold water. That's for sure. All right. So this is episode 15 of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. We're doing it again. Let's go ahead and save. Let's save so we don't mess up. All right, here we are. December 30th, 2:17 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 5. I can't believe it. Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? Definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Davis, am I that hated?
Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose.
He did? Psst, psst. But, I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? Oh boy, get out of there. Now you want to be humble now that people called you out on your BS?
But you're not, which is kind of the reason why.
Hey, pal! You gonna ignore me after I went through all this trouble to bring you some evidence?
Ah, Detective Gumshoe.
Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways.
Now, detective. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little?
We've got some really tasty milk.
Wait, why would Maya say that? Ew! How about a card trick detective? He's just like,
Milk? Milk? Magic tricks? I think I'll stick around. Oh. Well, if you insist.
How about that evidence you mentioned? What is it?
Here you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room.
Yep. I've included in forensic results. Take a look at it later.
Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
Huh? Who is that again? That's why this is all a secret.
uh-huh.
Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma doesn't seem in control of things in there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion.
Final plans?
Uh-huh. That reminds me. Got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. That's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here.
What did he mean by that? The very end part.
I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me.
Oh, one more thing.
Ah! Don't scare me like that.
It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What? For me?
There's milk.
Why?
The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils.
I gotta drink the milk that I have in my fridge.
Entire dairy's worth of milk? For me?
Oh my god. Why did that remind me of the milk that's in my refrigerator? All this talk about milk.
November 30th, 2:27 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. What the heck was that? Anyways, I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Oh, Maya. Witness testimony about the ringmaster. Are you being haunted, Blaze? I don't know. I just heard of, I don't know. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. I'm telling you guys, today and last night is when it started with something hitting me. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone would think, or could think, that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem.
You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there?
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? Might be my last chance to answer that question. Let's cross-examine. The defense has the right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. Oh my god, shut up.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness.
And last night was when I trolled Blaze. Guys, I'm literally scared. I've had some weird stuff happen to me in my lifetime when it comes to like paranormal things. Okay, so when we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
What do you think, Nick?
I don't know. I think the more I cross-examine him, the worse I end up looking in the end.
You mean?
I get the feeling that this cross-examination was a trap.
Yeah. Von Karma set you up again.
Yikes.
Hold it!
Start off as an acrobat at the early age of an age? Wait. Oh. You start off as an acrobat at that early of an age? I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. It's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We call ourselves the Flying Dingling Berries. Oh, man. Dingleberries. Dingleberries. It's nearly a household name. I've even heard of them in Germany. Liar. Point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus.
You are truly a remarkable young man.
The judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father.
Hold it!
Dingling berries, I'm sorry, I have to laugh at that. Now that's actually funny, fuck Mo. Do you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow! How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Ow! Ow, 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 ow!
Well, how you look at it? No way I consider the witness ever taking a victim's life.
Oh my gosh, stop whipping everything! Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor.
Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them.
I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk.
What do you think, Nick?
I don't know. I think the more I cross-examine him, the worse I end up looking in the end. I already seen this though, Maya. Stop.
Hold it!
Let's talk about this. We. Yes, my brothers Sean and I.
What? You have a brother?
How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old, and my brother was 4.
Parents were very cruel, weren't they?
Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Berry Big Circus. Wait, why did the judge get so attentive?
Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed.
Got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like.
Ow!
No crying in court. Let's keep going.
Where's my brother with a thousand bullets?
Felt like everyone struggled on that part. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? Like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had.
What about other people in the circus?
It was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in. So no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him.
Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person?
I know. He seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult.
But how long have you been a performer? I think that will be enough for now. Finding whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that. Pretty unlikely.
Exactly right, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Akko would want the ringmaster dead?
Baby? I feel like this note's gonna come in handy one time. In the future. Let's say yes. Of course I can. Now that I've come this far, there's no way I can answer. No, I can't. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Very well, I'm pleading the light in the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Akko's motive for killing the ringmaster.
The ringmaster. Wait, what's this? Let's present the note.
Take that!
Let me just go over it one more time. This is why Akko killed the ringmaster?
That is correct. I don't think the defense would mind confirming something for me. What exactly are we supposed to learn from this piece of evidence? What are you supposed to learn? Like you just won the award for biggest failure in the court.
Ouch! Biggest failure in court? That stings.
Recognition of your honor, let me bestow upon you my special prize.
I like actually failing. I think it's cool. Alright. Drats, now I'm really gonna have to think about this. Judge's best boy. Note that he completely ignores Regina's existence. Got a point. I guess I'll just present Sean. Should I present Sean? Oh shoot. A symphony court? Let's present Sean.
Take that!
Nope. I fucked myself. That's it. Quit. 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 Abort. Abort the mission. Abort it. I already know I got it wrong. So you're going to a symphony concert. Abort the motherfucking mission. Go back. I might have just saved myself into a hole. Because there's possibly nothing that proves it. And I ran into another trap. Yeah. He might not have a motive at all. Maybe I was wrong about him having a motive. Shit.
Take that!
Oh, frick it. I'll just throw this at him. I already know it's wrong. And I'll just have to take the L for it. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he has a motive at all. I'm wrong. I'm wrong on that. Oh. That sucks. Now I have to go all the way back. I saved myself in a really bad spot. That's a big plus F. So basically, the Ringmaster got caught in the crosshairs of everything. Because he hates Regina. We know that for a fact. So that means he was trying to actually really kill Regina. But the Ringmaster got caught in the middle of it. And was the one that ended up dying. Damn. So he has no motive. That's a big yikes. Alright, do this.
Hold it!
Now I have to go skip through all of this. Skip to my loo.
Hold it!
That's what I'm thinking. The note was for Regina. If Acro was in his room, he didn't know the note was intercepted. He thought he was killing Regina, not Russell. Oh.
Hold it!
So then he tried to make up for it with the note in the pocket the next day?
Hold it!
Yeah, this cross X is a trap. It's a big trap. And I should have just, yeah, I can't provide one. I cannot provide one. Nick! Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the Ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the Ringmaster at all. Ow! Foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. You forget. You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was. This is the real killer of Russell Berry, Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. Earned it there. Acro. You didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you say? Saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the Ringmaster. Someone's in the desk. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What?
Order! Order! Hey, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face twice if you must.
Damn!
Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court?
Ow! He said smack everybody in the court! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to this court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Regina Berry. Regina Berry?
This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection!
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
Objection!
Someone's on a desk. He can easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it. That's it? Oh, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I love how mad she gets when I'm like destroying her. Ha ha!
Ah, Mr. Wright, allow me to Ow!
The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Huh?
That goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence. Now! Want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry?
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
I think that's when the note comes in.
Throw it at him.
Acro, you remember this, don't you? That's the piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat?
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
Are you saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
Yep. Yes, but there's just one little problem. Acro did indeed place his note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the Ringmaster. You mean, it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. How is this happy music time? This should not be happy music time.
Order, Mr. Wright! This little theory of yours.
The truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Or a game theory at that. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. When her father, the Ringmaster, saw the note? That's correct. The Ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina.
That's incredible!
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Lifting the bus and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I ended up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. Yikes.
I've got it. Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bus fly. Ooh. He let it fly.
Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience?
She is. Unfortunately. It's only going to get harsher from here.
Hope Regina can handle it.
Acro wrote this note to Regina?
Objection!
Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you've even made sound like a foolhardy fool. Oh my god, she's killing the fools right now. Stop. Happy dance. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes? What about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that. This note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. Just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The man's on desk. The Ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza in place of his lovely daughter. Oh! Blair, I think you got it.
Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this that is alluded to in the note?
The incident 6 months ago.
Oh, I know all about it.
An incident occurred 6 months ago. And now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron!
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Someone's on the desk. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago.
True.
Really, Nick?
I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually the lion. Found the lion. Oh god, I swear to god if I get this wrong, I'm gonna die. Stopped by the ringmaster 6 months ago for biting a performer. It's gotta be this. It can't be anything else. I'm done with this game. I give up. God dang it. I don't care anymore, game. I don't care. Blaze. Should have saved. That is a plus F. This court is adjourned, of course. And he's gonna be guilty. Like always. I shouldn't have went with my intuition on that. I shouldn't have just clicked away. The small seasoning bottle was in the box. Apparently. This is that bad save point, right? Get Tef good. Come on, skip it all. The small seasoning bottle was in the box. I don't want to hear this testimony again. Tell us something about yourself while we wait. Oh. Something about myself right now. I actually am going to school pretty soon here. I'll be going back to college. So that'll be interesting. Because I haven't been in school in like, oh my gosh. How long has it been since I've been in school? Like 2 or 3 years now? So it's gonna be interesting going back to college. This time I'm going back for like communications though. So it should be rather fun. I feel like communications is something that I could do and could benefit me. Not only with like getting a job, but also with what I do on YouTube. So I felt like communications could like really be a step up. We could be college buddies. Yeah, exactly. We could be college buddies. Oh yeah.
Objection!
It should be interesting because, like I said, I haven't been in school in a while, and like doing homework and getting disciplined and that stuff is going to be like a whole like relearning and retraining. Yeah, it should be that. You need help on math homework, hit me up. I got you. I might need help. Hopefully I'm not going to need to do math. I shouldn't need to do math, but I might have to take like 1 or 2 math classes if I end up having to take a math class. But I got you, Fifia. All right, let's just save. Let's save here so we're at least closer from save point.
Objection!
Okay. I have to retake calc because of my college's rules. Well, what am I gonna do about it? Gotta just suck it up and do it, right? And work as hard as you can. Alright, so the conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... So, should I present the small seasoning bottle that was inside the wooden box? Because this is what made the lion sneeze, no? Do it, let's do it. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for.
What do you mean?
Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside.
Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
You tried to, technically. Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you could draw.
Objection!
Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Oh my god, I have to answer everything. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Oh my god, this is another one. If you guess it wrong, you're gonna die. I'm gonna go with Bat. I'm gonna present Bat. Oh, praise the Lord. Hi, Davion Davis. Welcome to the stream. Next month, I start my senior year of high school. Good luck. Senior year is the best year. My little brother's also starting his senior year of high school. All right, so let's present Bat. See what happens.
Take that!
Who is this?
That is Acro's younger brother.
Objection!
What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. That man's at the desk. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
She did that to him?
You spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
Lion?
Regina, I mean. Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. True.
So then where happened to Agra's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident?
I feel like it was more than that. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all.
What?
Such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have been incited. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being. But Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat. You know what sucks? You can't save at this part. So you have to save before you actually get into presenting the evidence. So, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat. So we need some evidence of that. crunch time, crunch time. That's what we were chatting about. Bullied? I forgot to mention my bully sent me to the hospital once. They blamed it on me. That's terrible. Sorry about that, Yume. Welcome to the stream. I guess I could present the bottle again of pepper. That's the only thing. I mean, the note. Because even that person said, or Acro, he said that he has conclusive evidence of what took place. Which kind of supports my case a little bit. Or we could do the scarf. I think the scarf would be better, honestly. Bat scarf stained with his blood and a small quantity of pepper. See what you guys said. Scarf, I mean, it's the only evidence from what that incident, right? Yeah. All right, so let's go with the scarf.
That is a scarf.
Acro. Scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him.
Regina?
There's something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor.
And what might that be?
Pepper.
Pepper?
Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Oh, they're both looking like, why does that matter?
Oh.
Everyone's just like, okay. Hey, what's with the silent treatment?
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. Done a good job of fingering a criminal. Fingering them. But out of curiosity, what was their crime? Miss Barry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that?
It still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. Phoenix, right? And it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Acro's like, oh shit. Now he's attentive.
Smiling? The lion was smiling.
Right before Bat was bit by the lion? For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Like he was about to sneeze.
Lions smile?
No, they don't smile. He was trying to hold in his sneeze. Never heard of them smiling. However, lions sneeze? Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. Oh my god, and when they show that red screen, oh, that's terrible. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf.
What?
You fool! I'm not the fool here. I'm taking W's.
Gotta be kidding me.
Objection!
What's the matter, Miss Mark Carmen?
I object. For objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix, right? This theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. Lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to his accident. Or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. Foolish idiot! It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. Oh my god, please get over this. I think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Oh. Acro! You can't mean
witness.
Are you confirming the defendant's claim?
Ah!
Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory.
What would that problem be?
Same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim?
Kill me. You mean the conclusive evidence?
The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. Murder weapon?
What's that the defense claims was used? If that were to be found in Acker's room, if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
Well, then where is it? Yes, it would be. The bust.
Nick, you've got to do something.
The last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Oh boy. If I get this wrong, the case is lost. So we have to save. From save point, we go. Let's see how things work out. Do we really need to search Acro's room again? How would we need to do that? But where is the murder weapon? The bus? Yeah, things are spicing up. I'm just deciding if I want to go to Acro's room or if I want to see how things work out. I'm gonna go with it. Might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but
Why aren't you going to search his room?
it looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma Total Justice. I guess. I figured with you, that's the least I should expect. You leave no stone unturned. Why do I feel like she has it? Did Von Karma steal it? Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. Oh, so you did take it.
What did you find?
No reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. See, Mr. Wright? The bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. We took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. Though known for tampering with evidence, though, and witnesses. End of story. Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. It looks like you lack the final nail to put into my coffin. But, what about the scarf? What about the notes? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now.
Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust. Where is it now?
Where's the bus right now?
You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bus is. I'm sure you do.
Not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bus is?
The indicator's coming to a close. The defense counter arguments look to have fallen short.
Thank you for your support. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright.
And that brings us to an end in the cross-examination of this witness.
Well, what the freak?
Hold it! Hold it!
Where's Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue.
Huh?
What? We need time to do what? Ow! Are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she?
We really have a case to present, Mr. Wright.
What? Are you asking me?
The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck.
Hey, wait. You can't be serious.
Acrobats always have their lives on the lines, don't they? That's how Acros lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our tightrope.
No, it's not. Don't get me killed again.
If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well. Friends may proceed.
He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic? There's no room for a false step. Sink or swim. The only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where's Max's bus now? Yikes. Yikes. What if it's in the courtroom right now? What if it's somewhere in this court? We're just like, it's in the courtroom. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Somebody's got it. Y'all check the rooms and you're telling me that you didn't find a bust in there? Save and save often. Yikes! Somewhere in the lodging house? I don't think so. Somewhere in Big Top? I don't think so either. It's gotta be here. Von Karma. Why? Let's just do the courtroom to see how funny it would be. The man's on the desk. It's obvious. The bus is inside this very courtroom.
There's obviously. Where?
Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bus once and for all. What? The judge's bench, the prosecutor's bench. No way. No way. No way. It can't be the witness's chair. What? What? Hold on. No way. Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? Those birds. I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Oh! Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there? Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. No way. My mind's blown. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. which is why you had to hide it. And the only place that you could hide it, under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. Oh! No! You fool! How could you? Oh my gosh! You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them. 2 of them? Miss Francisca von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know how to launch the surprise search on my room last night? What? I'm blown away right now. I'm freaking blown away. Sorry, somebody was like yelling out there. My bad. I had to mute it. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence. The cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust. Obviously, I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma.
All makes sense now.
I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing.
Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. Can't believe it. Me. Make a mistake? Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that.
And we finally arrived at the truth.
That was some good music, though. I'm not gonna lie. I like that song that they were playing.
Acro,
Yes, Your Honor?
you killed the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Finally owned up to it. And it wasn't like this big, like, you know, explosion where he went off or anything like that. He just owned up to it. Straight up.
Acro.
I respect this man. I respect Acro. I like him. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, she couldn't help herself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. Why'd you try to kill her? Just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times, too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. Oh, that's why Mo wanted her to come here. Yikes. She has no sympathy for people's deaths, or even if people get hurt. It's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful.
Are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well?
No, that's not what I mean. Oh. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself. Then I pondered giving myself up. Oh. Wow. But I couldn't just give up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Oh. Okay.
This brings us a strange case.
Sorry, hold on. Oh my gosh, that was sad.
It almost reflects on the triggers itself.
I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again. Yeah, she's so sheltered that she just doesn't understand death or the concept of death. That's a yikes. So yeah, like what Rose Diamond said, she's very naive. And it's not her fault either. It's the way she was raised. Bruh, this is kind of sad though.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict.
Max, you win! You're not guilty.
Score the dirt.
Wow. It really sucks because like you want to be happy because like Max isn't guilty or whatever, but hear Acro's side of things and you start to really feel bad, you know, because everything that happened to him and happened to his brother, it was all an accident. It was all a complete accident. And yeah, it wasn't right for him to kill the ringmaster, but he didn't do it out of complete spite, you know. And he was so calm and composed through the whole trial. Instead of killing himself, I mean, he basically kind of killed himself here. I mean, he's going to be locked up forever, but he went out fighting. He went out fighting. Yikes.
December 30th, 4:27 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
Oh, and that's what makes this case different. That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only at max 1 million of them. Thank you. Wow. What's with the vibe in this room?
We're just thinking about Acro.
No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh?
Been like this for a while now. It's all my fault. Aw. Sweetie pie. Bat and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up.
Regina.
Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? Acro said something right at the end. I just couldn't up and leave yet. That mean that Acro, is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? I don't think so. I think it's over for him. I think he got what he wanted. What do you guys think? I love this case, honestly. You know, other than that one thing that happened that everyone, I guess, hates because it's so random. And it's luck, right? Like, it was literally luck. It was a freak accident. It was a freak thing to happen. Sometimes that happens, even in real life. Something that you just cannot explain, you know, or, you know, it has a 1,000,001 chance of happening. You know, it actually happens. I don't think so. Go for that. What's going on, Moon? Welcome to the stream. I think he just wants to see his brother too, Fifia. He doesn't want revenge anymore. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? You're really sure? I can believe that? Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. Huh? I want to know you're not just making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge. Oh. What will give her evidence? I feel like the note. Because the note. If he wanted to, he really couldn't. Could be kept away from her after this. Maybe we should present Bat instead. Sean Dingling bit on the head 6 months. This is for his brother. Let's present Bat.
Take that!
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. But Bat?
That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know.
I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught...
Uh-huh.
I know.
What?
I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes. And then until he can meet Acro again. That's so sweet of you, Regina. I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat. Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. But whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? Ah, that's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. Staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. Oh. I'll turn the circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen. Don't laugh. That's quite the goal.
Yay! I can't wait.
Then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max, let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? Yikes. I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. I think she needs to go out and like explore the world a little bit. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? Got to work together to make the Berry Big Circus bigger than it's ever been. Mo. I was right, sweetie pie. It could be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry. Max?
Nick!
Seems like everything is going to turn out all right here.
I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen.
We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. Oh my god, please stop. Stop laughing! No! I hate that clown. I see what made the case.
There it is, Brian Reed. Really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had all that figured out, didn't you?
It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer. Especially if he was the defense attorney.
I mean, Mr. Wright?
Of course. Well, detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Whoa! He's back! Let's go! Yes! That's what I'm talking about! Mr. Edgeworth! He's back! Episode 3, Turnabout Big Top, the end! Let's get it! Let's go! He's not dead! They gave him a reveal! Ah! I love this game! Is he gonna be in the last case? Oh, I so called it! I so called it! Let's go! Baby Edge is back! Honestly, Max was another good character in this case. While he seems like a total douche to everyone else, it's because he believes that they don't want to push themselves to be their best. Ah! I'm just happy. And oh my god. Was that the last case with Von Karma? Please, Lord. If we're getting Edgeworth back, I'm done with Von Karma. She can take a seat. Ah! Yes! Sorry, I pulled the mic out. Yeah, see, it's right here. I pulled it out by accident. Ah! I'm just so happy. I'm just happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Still broke. Ooh, did I really mess it up? Oops. I can't say anything about the next case because everything is spoilers. That was amazing. That was the best way to end that case. Okay, we're good. We're good. Here the mic's good now. Shoot, like I'm just glad to see Edgeworth back finally. Let me go ahead and hit save on that before the DS dies or anything crazy happens over there. I'm just glad to see Edgeworth back. Yes, it is. I know how it goes. Anyone who does spoil gets the timeout. I just know he's going to be in the next case. Of course he is. He said he's coming. This is going to be the best conclusion to this game ever. I can tell. Oh my god. I don't want to fight Miss Karma again though. I don't want to battle her. I don't want to fight her in court. She's cool. I love her. I love her character. But it's like, alright, we've already had 2 cases with you. I just saw my boy Edgeworth. Edgeworth is the real deal. The man with the steel. I'm curious to see who the prosecutor is in the next game, though. Because it's obviously not going to be Edgeworth. Oh, missed the edgy reveal? Yes, you missed it. It was awesome. It was freaking badass. I was not expecting that. I was expecting him to show up maybe in the last case sometime. Maybe they reveal him like at the end of the game or something like that. Like he just shows up in the case and he helps you out. But he showed up right there at the end of this case. Why did everyone say this case was so bad? You got an Edgeworth reveal. It actually had like a positive side to it. It was something different, as in like, basically it wasn't just like your typical revenge case where it's like, I did this because I was really pissed off and now I'm going to explode in the courtroom and be an asshole like all of the other ones that we've seen. It was more of, you know, Acro was cool. He was calm through the whole thing. He did it because he wanted to get something off his chest, basically. That was it. He didn't have a mean bone in his body, basically. It's a case of never live it down. Yeah, exactly. I hit my hand against the sharp corner and now it hurts like heck. This case reminds me of the D. Vasquez case from the first one. Oh, you're right. Dang, it's been 2 years since I've played Phoenix Wright, like the very first game. I did a whole LP of that game, but it's been that long. I should go back and like refresh myself. I think the next case is the one that everyone says is like the best case like in the series, debatably. And then everyone says Trials and Tribulations is the best game overall, better than Justice for All and better than the first game. I mean, it's going to be hard to beat the first game for me, I think. Hopefully when we get to Apollo Justice, that game actually like exceeds my expectations. I'm actually expecting a lot from that game because I've heard my friend Karma say that game was good. I've seen some other people online say that game was pretty decent. But then I've seen some stragglers, some, you know, those outlier people that keep saying that like, oh, you know, Apollo Justice isn't as good as what you think. It was probably the worst game in the series. So I'm just like, I don't know who to believe. They're going to make an English introductions for my Fangans cast. Pretty much the SDRA2 thing. Oh, that'd be cool. Give me permission to react to it, please, if you ever do it. Trials of Justice is my first favorite, and Spirit of Justice. Was Spirit of Justice good? Apollo Justice is the best game in the series. I would be happy if you reacted to it. Nice. Apollo Justice is pretty good. I don't know why people give it so much hate. I think it's because it was the first game that Phoenix Wright isn't in. As in, like, as the main character. And I don't think people liked that. So what's the story behind... Okay, I don't want to know too much about Apollo Justice, but what's the story about, like, why they changed Phoenix Wright for Apollo? Like, why did they switch him for one game? And it's not even, like, a side game. It's not a one-off game or a side game. It's actually, like, in the series. Was it that Capcom thought people were tired of Phoenix Wright? So they were just like, oh, let's give you guys a fresh new character to play as? I wouldn't give it hate. It's a good game, but enough to be second place. It's in third place in my books. It's a massive spoiler. Okay, maybe not like, don't tell me any like in-game stuff. Like, you know, I'm talking about like, why did Capcom make the decision, like a business decision to get rid of Phoenix Wright? Not gameplay story decisions, because of course they're gonna come up with a way of why Phoenix Wright isn't gonna be in the game. But there's got to be a reason why Capcom didn't want to make another game with Phoenix Wright in it. Maybe they didn't see him as being, I guess, liked here in the West. Because I know sometimes Japanese companies do that. Like, if a character, if they think a game's not selling well enough, they'll try to change the main character up and make it more appealing to, you know, people of other countries or regions of the world. Quite sure they wanted to move on from Phoenix, but then everyone was like, where's Phoenix? And they brought him back, I think, at least from what I've heard. So they were trying to move on from Phoenix. That's what I was thinking. Think like Brock and Tracy from Pokemon. They were thinking of making a new face for a new console. Oh, okay. I mean, I always thought it was a test to see how the fans would react to another MC. I'm not sure about that, but I recall hearing that Capcom wanted to make a new trilogy of games with Apollo as the main character, but things didn't exactly turn out that way. So it was basically a test. Like, they tested out to see how the game would sell with the new MC, with the new, completely new character that's not Phoenix Wright, and it probably didn't sell well. I'm guessing. So it probably didn't sell well. So Capcom was like, oh shit, looks like people don't want Apollo Justice. They really want Phoenix Wright. So which is why he only had a one-off game instead of having his own trilogy game series. Even though Miles Edgeworth had, two games? But those are spin-offs. I believe that the creator wanted to end Phoenix Wright's story at Trials and Tribulations, and Apollo Justice was meant to end the series, period. Ah, I think someone forced the creator to put Phoenix in the game. No, I want Apollo trilogy. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so I always get tired when we play Phoenix Wright because I'm talking like 24/7 from reading all of the dialogue and such. So I'll probably end the stream like now. We're actually, this was a pretty decently long stream. It's like 3 hours, but yeah, I can't talk too much. Like every other game that I play, like SMT and stuff, I can play for long periods of times because like I'm not really reading too much dialogue. There's mostly voice acted, but this game is the one game where I'm like, I'm dying. So we'll do a stream tonight. The stream tonight will be SMT like it was yesterday, and hopefully I'll talk to Sam after the stream and see if I can post that picture for you guys so you guys can see the new schedule, and I'll have that schedule in the description. I have to talk to him though. He might not want me to do it today, but if he does, I'll be like, yes, and I'll post it for you guys and you'll see it in the stream tonight. And then from now on, I'll just go off based off that schedule, and we'll just keep making like little calendar things for you guys so you can see what I'm playing on what days. Good. Okay, I might be late for the SMT stream. That's fine. That's fine. Ace Attorney Investigations 1 is not as good as Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Oh yeah, let me go watch that Lolia's cover real quick. Lolia's cover. Let me type that up real quick. Rivers in the Desert, right? Please make sure to, okay, I read that one. Before the stream is over, give some shout outs to Nyan because she makes great art. Nyan makes some freaking amazing art. If you guys, I already shouted her out yesterday and the day before, I think, because you guys saw the profile picture change. She made the profile picture for me. It is amazing. It is a great fan art of Yuri. What she has done is she's changed her art up and it looks fucking amazing now. Like, it looks so great. Like, Nyan's art always looked good, but now it looks even better. So I'm glad that Nyan is able to show off her new art style because she was very, very insecure about it, and she doesn't need to be insecure about it at all. It's really fucking beautiful. It's good, Nyan. It's amazing. She's got a deviant art too. Isn't Nyan a, I think Nyan's a mod though, right? If Nyan is a mod, if she's a mod, go ahead and drop a link real quick. Do your thing. Pretty sure she's a mod though. Yeah, she is. Gonna watch it on stream? What am I watching on stream? Nyan is a mod? She might not be here. She might have left. But yeah, thanks again, Mayan, for the profile picture. I really appreciate it. All the fan art that you make. You've always made me great fan art. And I will see you guys later on today. So have an amazing night. Have an amazing day. If you guys aren't coming to the stream tonight, then I'll see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.